処女って何？ごめんなさい、聞いたことがなくて。
素晴らしい。君は僕が思い描いた理想の乙女そのものだよ。体が処女なのは当たり前。本当に大事なのはその心まで処女であること。君は僕に新たな真理を示してくれた。
What in the world? ReZero Season 3 Episode 5, I think is what we're watching today. Episode 5. I have never, ever been this early in a review to say, what in the world are we watching? So just for proof, I'm in the episode right now. I just started watching the episode, mind you, okay? And I am 2 minutes and 36 seconds into the show. I'm gonna give you some proof. There it is. We're 2 minutes and 36 minutes into the show. The scene I'm showing you right now, for whatever reason you can't see me, doesn't matter. That's Emilia right there looking and probably gonna, I don't know, think about Subaru and how she's naked in some other guy's house, okay? 2 minutes and 36 seconds into the episode, Emilia wakes up in some random ass place. The last thing she obviously remembered is, fighting the witches, whatever. She wakes up and there's this Cornelius Regulus guy. I hate his fucking name. So he wakes up, or she wakes up and she sees him as the first thing. She notices that she's completely nude and completely naked, and he begins to monologue if she's a virgin. She has no idea what a virgin even is, so that pretty much answers his question. Okay, he has a very creepy interaction with her. I don't care. That's fine. Not a big deal. But from her point of view, she's not freaking out, going, who the hell are you? Where the hell am I? How the hell did I get here? She's just kind of going along with, oh, wait, what's a virgin? What's a virgin? I don't even know. Oh, I'm your wife now. Oh, blah, blah, blah. It is. I always say this, when an anime invokes an emotion in you, especially a strong emotion, it's probably doing something right. This is invoking a lot of emotions in me, and I don't have any issue, by the way. Like, I'm not sitting here on some grand throne of nudity or the virgin stuff. Like, none of it bothers me. What bothers me is Emilia's reaction to this situation being completely non-existent and just nonchalant going with everything. As she's got her man Subaru out there. She's over here naked in some other man's room and he just claimed you as your wife and you're not gonna do jack shit. Okay, I'll be back for the rest of the review, but goddamn. I don't know, my friends. All right, I'm back, my friends. For you, it was instantaneous. For me, it was another 20 minutes of watching ReZero all the way past the credits where Capella, the Archbishop, whatever, of Lust is talking about, all the things that she wants, the witch's remains, the tomb of the wisdom, or the wisdom of the tome of the wisdom, and not to interfere with Emilia's wedding, whatever, okay? So I watched it all the way to the end. And you know what? I know it's blasphemous to a lot of you guys. And I totally get it. I've seen you guys in the comments of, you just don't like ReZero. And I get it. That is not the case. I just do not like this arc that we're currently in. I like ReZero. I like everything that's about it. But what I keep getting continually told, and continue to tell me I'm wrong, continue to engage with me in the comments. What I keep getting continually told by the folks, the beautiful folks who come in. I'm gonna pull my Donald Trump. The beautiful people. The beautiful people that keep coming into the comments is that Subaru has learned from his mistakes. He no longer wants to use return by death. He's smarter now. He's more strategic. But everything that the anime at least keeps showing me is that he's not strategic. He still goes in bullheaded and bullish with no fucking plan. He goes in there, he uses his little whip, he uses his little, tentacles or whatever, thinking that he's this OP, overpowered thing, but really he's just like, he's really a nobody. He just kind of continually gets lucky. That's kind of his thing. It's returned by luck. And then this episode, he then begs this new Capella girl, this new Lust girl, to kill him, obviously because he wants to return by death, and he's pretty much on death's door as it is. But he begs her once again to kill him. And I don't think he's being hyperbolic. I don't think that he's being dramatic. I don't think he's trying to, he has some other strategy in his mind, like, oh, I'm going to trick her into killing me. I think he legitimately wanted to die. That's the feeling that I got, because he wanted another chance, another shot at this, which tells me he hasn't learned shit. He still uses return by death. So it's like, I just struggle with that fact of like, oh, he's really learned and he's really smarter now, and he's he's being more strategic, and he refuses to use return by death. You know, you know what I mean? You just you can't convince me. You know what I mean? You can't say you can't say that it's pho and there's clearly ramen noodles in front of me. It's got an egg. You know? So that's kind of where I'm at. And the other portion is I just don't like this Archbishop stuff. I get it. It's a large portion of the story. And maybe when you're reading it, maybe seeing these characters like this Capella girl being drawn out, and you're like, oh, she's such a bitch. She's so evil. I can't believe it. But seeing it, it's kind of whatever. Like, I get that maybe reading it or even seeing it drawn out in a manga panel might hit a bit different. But currently, it's just not doing it for me. And the majority of the episode was really just taken up by introducing this Capella girl, okay? And apparently she's like a half dragon. She has dragon blood. She seems to be like a shapeshifter, all this other stuff. So it introduced the demon of lust or whatever, or the witch of lust, okay? And she definitely seems just like all the other archbishops. Like, she's a demented, crazy lunatic. And that's their MO. That's their thing. For her, she's there with lunacy and a specific... She's there to satisfy her urges and everything, but also with a specific goal, which I already talked about, right? To get the tome, to get the witch's remains, to get whatever else. So that she's definitely there. At the end of the episode, too, Emilia is still just hanging out. She's not trying to leave. She's not trying to use her power. She's just hanging out. So that's a problem. And then the other portion of the episode, I guess, the other kind of like, I guess... nuanced complaint that I have is they spent the rest of the episode away from Subaru. So Subaru gets, he goes and basically sacrifices Crush. There's a whole monologue with the Capella girl stepping on some titties, whatever, like, okay, there's some fan service there if that's what you're into. Again, I can see it when it's being drawn or read being a little bit more impactful. It's like, okay, whatever. That gets him all fired up to do what? Nothing, because he can't. And then he gets his leg basically just chopped off, and he gets monologued some more. So it did do all of that. Now, that's really all the Subaru we got, outside of seeing him get thrown off by a dragon later on, and Garth going, boss. In between that, though, let's say he does die. Okay, let's say he dies, because I think it's probably inevitable. He gonna die. He gonna die soon. Let's say he dies, okay? The rest of the episode was all spending time with Anastasia, spending time with Reinhard and his dad. I was very glad to see that, what happened to Reinhard and his dad. And I forget what the little girl's name is, but the girl there, and seeing what's happening over there, that was entertaining. She basically said, like, yo, Reinhard, go fix this stuff, basically. So I did like seeing that. And then the Anastasia. So the episode spent a big portion of time away from Subaru, moving the story forward for everybody else. But the problem becomes, if he dies and goes back, everything we just witnessed may or may not shake out the same way. So essentially, let's just say he does return by death, and we don't know when he's going to return. He might return pre-Cornelius Regulus, whatever the hell his name is. We may return pre that happening. We may return Ramakanti, whatever the girl's name is. We may return back where she's having her thing. He may return sooner. He may return more closer to the current events. We don't know. But it's probably safe to assume that there's a chance to where all the events that we just witnessed happen again, or maybe happen in different order, or don't happen at all. Which then just kind of wastes our time showing us that, Overall, I think this, let me just put a button on it. I think this was an okay episode. I think if what you're here for is not the thinking about the things I've mentioned, and you're just, oh, it was a badass fight between this Cornelia girl or Cornea girl, whatever, this dragon girl, and you like seeing the crazy of the archbishops, and you enjoy the dementedness that they bring to the table. You enjoy seeing deaths surrounding Subaru and the carnage that is being ensued. And maybe you just like a little bit of the fan service thrown in there. Maybe the crush stuff, you know, you enjoy that. Maybe the Emilia stuff at the beginning of the episode, maybe you enjoy that. Again, there's a lot of different things I can point to of like, oh, I can see people having strong enjoyment here. It's just, I'm having just an okay experience with it. As it stands, as of right now, I think I would have a much better experience, and I've been kind of contemplating it. I would have a much better experience just watching this holistically at the end, maybe even just waiting for the dub and just kind of watching it all at once. Just because, you know, I feel like I'm watching an arc of One Piece or Dragon Ball or Black Clover or Fairy Tail that I just think sucks ass. Point blank. Doesn't mean I don't like the show, right? I love Fairy Tail. I love DBZ. But it just feels like I'm stuck in an arc that I'm just like, I can't wait till it's fucking over. This sucks. Let's move on to the next thing. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at right now. Take that with what you will. Light me up in the comments. I definitely appreciate it. You know, I appreciate all comments, y'all. So light me up. I'll see you guys next week. Maybe. Peace out.